Hell yeah.
It's a banger for sure.
Certified banger.
What's up,
buddy?
I'm here. I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm not stressed out at all.
Not
Christmas
all.
week, not on Christmas weekend where there's still stuff to do and kids are getting on my last nerve. But hey,
you still have 4 more Christmas trees to put up today.
Oh, I only have they're up, they're done. We're ready to rock, but now we just have to get everything set, house cleaned, and yada yada yada. What's up, Blair?
Not too much, got up. I was up nice and early today. I went to the gym and now I'm here. I got some pizza pops I'm going to eat while we're streaming some matches, and it's just going to be a nice little morning.
You got up early and went to the gym. You are a saint.
Yeah, well, I couldn't sleep and I wanted to try to get a workout in, so I did, and it was good.
I have yet to get a workout on. This is my workout. This delicious Ghost Energy sour green apple.
Oh, I thought that was a beer. And I was like, hey, might as well.
if I drank,
yes,
I would have already started today.
Yes, that's the kind of day.
It's kind of weekend I'm in store for. But no, we'll have some fun. It's just that I think the littlest one is just overly stimulated because it's Christmas time and there's so much going on, and he is driving me bonkers. But he's going to be pretty excited on Christmas. I can tell you that. I showed you what we got him.
You did. And he is going to make out like a bandit.
That's right.
Like a kid bandit.
Very well done. So there's a lot to discuss, but this isn't our last show of the year. It's close.
Yeah. When we were planning for the shows, we kind of thought like this weekend, there is not a whole lot going on in the world of wrestling. So we were kind of left like, well, what are we going to do? And we thought, hey, let's just have some fun. Let's watch some matches, and we can just talk about stuff while we're watching matches and just have a good time. So we're going to watch some of the best from LPW this year.
I like the list that you came up with, and I'll give you full credit for it, because obviously we couldn't put every banger LPW's put on in the show, because we only have about an hour, maybe a little more. I'm sure we could go into a marathon if we wanted to, but to keep it close, you picked out some matches that I really enjoyed, as well as some names that maybe you wouldn't think we would put out there. Like, we're going to highlight some cool names like Levi Knight, Reloaded.
Yeah,
some of those, some GG Rays of the world, and we couldn't just all do the Speedball Mike Bailey match. It took 45 minutes.
Look, if we could have picked some of the most incredible matches I've seen, but we would be here for 3 hours because
if not more.
Yeah, there were so many great matches. You had Speedball MRB, you had Judas and Zoe, you had the 3 Stages of Hell match. That's just 3 right there, and that'd be an hour and a half right there. So we kind of wanted to spread them around,
spread a little love.
Show some matches that we really enjoyed and we wanted to share with you. So that's what we're doing today.
So we're just going to start it off, and we'll talk, because you said there was nothing, we didn't know what we were going to talk about, but then a little somebody decided to announce a world tour.
No kidding.
So we're going to chat about that. But the first match we're going to watch is GG Ray versus Son of Irish for the LPW Challenge Championship. Now, this is one of these matches that you and I think both thought was going to be the time that Son of Irish took that L.
Yes, that is not GG Ray.
All right, I got to go. That is Stuart Garvey.
No, that is Spencer Love on our screen.
Right, I've got Stuart Garvey on the YouTube page, because I'm going into full screen.
Okay. Well, hopefully
now I can't. Well, now I can't figure out how to get back to.
You may have to close down all those tabs, my dude.
You think so?
Yeah, because I'm seeing Spencer on the screen right now and Zoe Sebastian.
All right, hold on a second.
No problem.
We'll figure this out. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, here's what we're going to do. If I can get out of this.
That's what you were doing.
All right. This is why they don't let me do things. All right. What do you see? What do we see over here? Nothing right now, right?
Nothing. It's just me and your pretty faces.
All right, let's try this. Do you hear anything? I hear the match.
Only through your speakers.
All right, let's see what happens now. But maybe you're right. Maybe I'm going to have to just cue this up every time.
There we go. GG and Son of Irish.
All right, we're just going to have to cue this up. I thought I could. I thought I was going to be able to be technically sound.
You may have to drop down the frames per second as well because it's kind of choppy right now.
I don't know how to do that. Now you're getting technical.
Go into the little settings wheel.
Oh my gosh. Now you're okay. Where's that at? Right here.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, click that.
Quality.
Yeah, quality.
Where should we
drop it down to try 480 first.
Oh, I hit 720 because I'm bold.
You are.
Still choppy?
Yep.
We'll figure this out. There, yep. All right, there we go. Did we learn this on the brunch gimmick? There we go. Better. That's so much better.
That's not as bad.
Do I need to go down one more?
Yeah, I think you do.
The things we learn on this is a great program, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
All right, so this is there we go. Okay, well, it's still a little all right. As I was saying before we couldn't figure this out, this was one of those matches where like Son of Irish is on an absolute tear. But this could be the stopper. This could be the one.
But I mean, Irish had such a great run this year as champ. Like we've talked about it countless times. Just the way he overcame everything, like being winless for so long, getting the opportunity, winning the title, and then just having banger after banger and putting all the doubters to shame. So I mean, huge props to Irish for an incredible year.
I wouldn't say we were one of those doubters. It was like they kept stacking guard on him. Like, I mean, anybody that had he could be your LPW Wrestler of the Year, which, by the way, those awards will be out soon. The voting ended yesterday, I believe. So who knows who won that thing, but Son of Irish deservedly should be in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulder tackle, taking him hard down to the canvas.
Now I know that Gigi Ray doesn't have quite the body of work in LPW that Son of Irish has, but she also had herself an incredible year with us, as well as just in general.
Mm-hmm. She capped off the year with doing some training and wrestling in Japan, so that's a huge props to her.
That's pretty dope. She was part of that West Coast Pro all women's show. The what was the tournament that I believe
Queen of the Indies?
The Queen of the Indies. Thank you. There was a couple all women's shows this year, and don't get me started.
No. What is it? What is it? Tell me. You can tell
me. It's easy to do.
What?
What? You should do it. Big companies.
What?
Don't be afraid of using your women for an all women's show, you bums. And then you hear the sultry sounds of our monthly co-host, Big Bad Boris, who will be back in the saddle next month. But we have 2 LPW shows to talk about with the Oil Rumble and LPW 22, all happening within a week of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Big things.
We're going to have to figure out our schedule for the month with just how much is going on.
I know we're going to have to see what's going on. We usually do that Sunday of the Sunday before LPW shows, but there's 2 in 1 week, and we'll figure it out. We always do.
Hell yeah.
We always do. And there's Stuart Garvey, former LPW referee of the year. I wonder if he'll win it again.
I don't know. I mean, the voting is going to be tough in quite a few of those categories.
I can't remember which show it was, but one of them he refereed all the matches. He Iron Man that thing. It could have been this one. I don't remember though. It was recently. So,
to the Far East,
Mhm.
Japan.
Ali.
Take that LPW challenge
Dude, we'll be throwing up so many of his match graphics today. Like
Ali, huh?
that promo that he put out was fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
The dude was like, "Oh, it's a slow wrestling week, slow independent wrestling week. I got this."
mhm.
I think that guy is literally wrestling everywhere.
Yeah.
He just said, "Give me all bookings."
And then even in that video, the people that he called out of who he wants to face, like just a who's who of some of the best wrestlers in the world right now.
Yeah. Dude, so good. So good. I'm so excited. That's what we wanted to see.
Yeah, like I mean that four-way that got announced for Dreamwave is going to be great. Him versus Gringo Loco versus Vikingo versus Penta.
Yep.
I mean that right there is a show stealer.
He's taking on Leon Slater at Progress.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that was announced. Him and Gringo Loco just one-on-one at GCW.
Mm-hmm.
Him at Speedball at Prestige. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Second guessing myself now. I think I got the match graphic saved on here. Yes, Prestige, February 25th.
Yes.
And I mean, that's one I'm sure we'll be talking about leading up to the show as well.
Oh, yeah. But he's coming out swinging with something to prove. And I like that. He went the independent route and didn't just sign somewhere. Almost like watch what I'm about to do, and then you're going to have to pay me extra. So very cool of them to do that. I mean, he still probably could work for like the Impacts and the AEWs of the world while doing this world tour thing, but I think he's going to just go back to the Indies and kill it for a while. Maybe we can get him up at LPW.
That would be great.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
Is that going to be enough to keep the title?
I'm wondering I mean, the Speedball one is already announced, but what's going to be the next one that we get? Who's
next?
Who's going to book Okada versus Ali? That's what I want to know.
Somebody should.
Oh, hell yeah.
Somebody definitely should. Didn't Joe Pearl bring that up on Beards on Thursday?
Yeah, about the New Japan show.
Yeah, that they're close, but they'll be he's not booked, but Okada will be in town, so let's make it happen. Yeah. Oh, Son of Irish up at the top there. Gigi Ray is so good. So good. She's a personal hero of mine because she was the first person in LPW to get fireworks as her pyro, and we all know how Spencer loves himself some fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
So, my hero.
Just blowing the budget.
She was just blowing the budget. She said
blowing the budget.
She told me that all that she had to do was ask, and it was done. I, on the other hand, got yelled at.
Well, maybe you deserved it.
Maybe.
Did you see who showed up at GCW on Thursday night while you're doing beards?
No, who showed? Oh yeah. AJ Francis, top dollar. And he attacked Joey Janela.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It's such a contrast in like styles. The sort of debuts, like you have Ali's debut, like promo, which was magnificent, and then I'm not gonna lie, Top Dollar showing up at that GCW event kind of fell a little flat.
No, you think so? Oh.
I thought so.
And still, Son of Irish. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I meant to watch it yesterday, but like I said earlier in the proceedings, that my kid was he was on one. He didn't want to go to bed last night. He didn't want to
too much sugar. Is it too much sugar?
I don't know what it is, man. He's nutsos. No, he was like I said, it's the holidays. He was just excited. So I couldn't get him to go to bed early enough for me to put on GCW because I don't watch GCW with him.
No.
I just think that's a smart decision.
So
We'll save the GCW for when you're 7.
yeah, and that's next year.
Well, he's 5, so
Yeah.
I give him a couple.
Nah, just do it next year.
He's always been a wrestling fan. I just came across a picture of him in a WWE onesie that said the champ is here.
Nice. You have a matching one?
Huh? No, I
Yes.
don't. Oh, I don't. I would be matching onesie. No, I don't.
Why not?
Because that would be something. All right,
Yeah.
for our next match, while you're
queuing that up, I'm gonna throw this up there. And I'll let you give you a chance. So February 25th, Speedball Mike Bailey versus Mustafa Ali, Prestige Wrestling. I mean, look, this is going to be an absolute banger of a match. I don't know what more I can say about this, that it is just going to be incredible. Like, you have 2 of the absolute most talented wrestlers out there, and Prestige has them booked. So Vermont, Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. I mean, if you want to make the trek, or if you're in California, by all means, hit it up. But I know I'll be watching on IWTV, I think it is. So
yeah, Prestige usually runs either they run the YouTube and then IWTV, or IWTV then YouTube. Either way, you'll be able to find it.
So we got.
I will say, if you don't catch it live, usually Prestige is a few days after the fact, so you do have to kind of factor that in.
So
that's going to be a banger, dude.
Oh yeah. How's that match looking?
It's ready.
It's ready? All right. So
all right. Let's see if I can smoothly do this better this time.
Hell yeah, Lawrence Ali 2024. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
You know what else I'm also all about is Reloaded, because they are incredible.
So much fun. So much fun. Is it working? There we go. Look at that. That was better. But yes, this is what Reloaded versus LA Knight,
Levi Knight, and Casey
Levi
Ferrara.
Knight, LA Knight. I don't know why I said that. LA Knight. Yeah. Talk about a meteoric rise. And
Levi's great.
Dude, just a ball of fun.
Oh yeah. Dude had a match with Ultimo Dragon like this past month, like 2 months ago for CWE. He was wrestling Ultimo Dragon, so huge accomplishment for him. That's great. You're still going, eh?
I just chugged this rest of this energy drink to get myself. I need my caffeine, or I'm not functionable. I always tell everyone at the shoot job, like, don't come at me until I've had some caffeine, because like I'm just not going to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I haven't had a Monster yet."
How many energy drinks do you drink in a day?
Do I want to put that out in public? It depends. It used to be much worse. Now I'm like, I definitely have 1 in the morning, maybe 2 at this point, maybe 3 on a rough day, but that's far between. It used to be like 2 in the morning, 1 at lunch, 1 when I got off work. But no, I'm not that bad anymore.
Just really taking advantage of the 3 for $5 at the
right. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you would just get the 3 for $5, and then like you had them, so you had to drink them, right? Because they go bad.
Mm-hmm. They do. You got to drink them right away.
You got to drink them right away, or the caffeine dissipates. Duh. There needs to be a little disclaimer. The views that are expressed right here are not those of Love Wrestling. Do not go out and chug 3 energy drinks. But yeah, no, like it's bad on my days off, because like I won't drink them, and then I feel kind of like so you can tell like I need it. I'm bad. I gotta get it. Maybe in 2024 we cut down to 1 a day. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
this will probably be
1 a day.
That's right. 1 energy drink a day to keep the doctor away. But this team, man, Reloaded. They've been in LPW now, twice, 2 or 3 times, and every time I'm just more and more impressed with how they've stepped up to the plate and show out. Energy drinks have 0 effect on me. I own a Red Bull and fall asleep 10 minutes later. Yeah, at Lawrence, I can respect that.
Yeah.
I don't know at this point if they have an actual effect on me, or it's just a habit now.
Yeah, I think that's what it is for me.
Like, I think it's just part of my daily routine. But like I can tell you, some of these days off I have, if I drink this, I'll fall asleep like and not even notice, and like, oh, I just had an energy drink. Why am I sleeping? But it could be just. I can't tell when I drink coffee though. Like if I drink like a highly caffeinated coffee, I notice that seems to work. So maybe I need to switch. I don't know. We're not here to talk about my caffeinated intake.
I don't mind hearing about it. Just hope that Mrs. Pluggo doesn't tune in when you're talking about.
Oh, she knows, but it's got. Trust me, I'm better about it.
Okay,
she knows. We drink our energy drinks here, but we drink them in moderation now.
That's why Owen's wired. He crushed his ghost energy drink.
Yeah, he found it in the fridge, and he's like, "Ooh, pretty." Then he's just chugging it. He's got a secret stash.
So with Casey Ferrara, I haven't seen too much of him, but I've heard incredible things. Like he is definitely someone to watch for in the Pacific Northwest and all through Canada. So I mean, it's something to keep your eyes on.
Whoa. That's some good exchanges.
Mm.
I could never do that. I'd be like, ah. So yeah, the Reloaded they were making a push for themselves in this loaded tag division that we have at LPW.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yep.
Cheez-Its. Do you like Cheez-Its?
One skip ad.
Well, here's the problem. I have to go back to the screen real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
And there it is. Okay.
That's okay. You got this. I believe in you.
Figured it out. I like some Cheez-Its, a nice little cheese. I don't go out of my way to buy Cheez-Its, but if there's Cheez-Its around, I'll eat them, and I'm always like, oh, these are delightful.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Delightful.
I would like to meet the person that Cheez-Its are their go-to and be like, really? Interesting.
Okay, I got a question for you while we're watching this incredible exchange between Sharif and Casey. Out of all of the 90 days that have come up now, we've seen a few people make their intentions known. Yeah. Who's going to be the next one that you think we will see pop up on a poster? Because Riddle's doing some ML dub. He's doing.
Yeah, I was going to say I saw Riddle. I saw that. What's his name? Dolph Ziggler had made he's doing a show, but I don't know if he's going to go on the Ali World Tour.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might get signed somewhere. He might sound like an Impact guy to me.
Yeah.
I don't know who else is AJ Francis is out there. Who else is out there that I'm not thinking about?
Shelton is out there.
Shelton is out there. That would be one I would love to see him start just doing some shows.
And Leon Slater, he called him out saying like, hey, he wants to face Shelton.
Listen, I know from he was on Beards and he had said his dream match is Shelton. Alex Kane. Shelton Benjamin, if you're watching this, let's get a match with Alex Kane, please.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere, book that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll see Shelton pop up on some posters. I don't know, like I said, if it's going to be within the same frequency as Ali, but I definitely think he'll take I think he's at the point of his career where he'll probably take like bookings that excite him. I think Ali's at the point where he's like, I'm going to show you what you're missing.
Yeah.
So I would love to see that. So give me some Shelton Benjamin. Who else is up?
I wonder if we see a Shelton GCW run at all.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. I could see that. Him and Nick Gage and Shelton Benjamin goes into the tournament of death.
Hey, why not?
Which, speaking of which, the Nick Gage Invitational is next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be interesting. I believe all the competitors have been announced for that, so I don't think you'll see a surprise enter the Nick Gage Invitational, but I have been wrong before.
That's on the 30th, correct?
Yes, that's on the 30th, so we'll probably be previewing that.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be something we talk about
next weekend. Look at these leapfrogs for Levi Knight. That hair is just majestic.
Look at that drop kick.
Look at that thrust. I need to use. be like Mrs. Pluggo. Hey.
And I mean, you sit in front row, you got to be careful. You got to be you have to have your head on a swivel, or else you could have Levi Knight cannonballing into you.
Yeah, which I think, you know what, most people would probably be okay with. That lady looks like she's like all about it. She looked excited. This crowd looks pumped.
Yeah.
Showing up and showing out.
Dude, we were just saying the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, just what a piece of work, a real character.
Boris, if you want to hop in, you're more than welcome to come join us, my friend, if you're not doing anything this morning. And we're watching a few more matches, and this is your bread and butter, buddy. We just talked about how wonderful your voice is about the first match that we watched. And we just put you over hard. So, yeah, you're more than welcome to pop in if you want. Look at him go. I like Levi Knight a lot. Even though I called him LA Knight to start, but he's so much fun.
He is.
Yes, it is Festivus. Feats of Strength. We got to get the poll out today.
You going to air your grievances?
I'm going to air some grievances. I just aired some grievances early on. Listen, major promotions, all women's pay-per-views are a thing. You should do them. They're doable.
Mm-hmm.
AEW, book your women's division better. I like the progress you're making, but step on the gas. Let's go.
Yep, let's get this done. Put the pedal to the metal.
There you go. Put the pedal to the metal. I will say I hope Boris is feeling better. He was a little under the weather on Thursday when he joined us for Beard. So hopefully you're feeling better, brother. That was quite the turnout. I didn't expect to have to turn people away.
Oh, you actually had to turn people away.
Well, when you left, we had people pop in because we couldn't get more people on the screen. So, like, when you left and then Lawrence popped out for a little bit to get Spencer and Zach in there, it was crazy. I didn't think people liked us.
Happy Festivus.
That's right. That's right.
People love you guys.
I still don't know why, but I appreciate everybody that does.
I question it all the time when Mrs. Grainmaker actually likes to spend time with me. I'm like, I don't understand. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah. Why do you want to hang out with me?
She's like, I like your wrestling style.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if you did what I did with Mrs. Pluggo. I kind of hid the wrestling nerdism until after we got married. Not hid. She knew I liked wrestling, but she didn't realize I was going to be in a basement all the time talking wrestling and watching backyard wrestling. Like, you should have saw her face when I watched the GCW backyard wrestling show. She's like, "What is this?"
I don't blame her because, I mean, that's a hell of a show to walk in on.
She's like, "What are you watching?" I said, I gotta watch it for exposure.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to look like this. This is the aesthetic they were going for. Oh, what a catch. Dude, that Casey Ferrara is sneaky strong to make that grab.
He's very talented.
Okay. I had everything queued up, and then we realized that wasn't going to work because all the open tabs just slowed so I'm reading the next match, so I make sure I'm ready.
That's okay.
So you might even have to do 2 tidbits.
That I have a plethora of
them. This one was quick. This one was quick and easy because it's from the same show. This was LPW Hot Tag, which is available right now on this very YouTube channel. So if you're wanting to watch a full episode or a full show, it's up there. But Spencer's got it broken down match by match, so he cut out all the fillers so they go quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're I can't believe we haven't even talked about it yet. We're officially on IWTV now.
Mm-hmm. Some of the shows are already up there if you want to go back and check them out. So it's we kind of talked about it a little bit when we were on Beards. I know Boris mentioned it, that like it's very affordable. You get so much content with it that it's almost how could you not sign up for it? There's some great stuff up there. You're going to get all the LPW stuff, all the old stuff. You're going to get, I mean,
Clandestine
WrestleCore's up
wrestling.
there. The
Look at the
clandestine shows are
clandestine
up
stuff.
there.
Yes.
So
Yeah, there's all sorts of fun stuff on there. Like I pop it on. And so like the other day it's been a slow independent wrestling week, but No Holds Barred had like their show was live, and I just popped it on, and I got to see Atticus Cogar get his comeuppance, which is always a good time.
and
I know
Tara Zep
Danny
was on that show.
D'Amato stuck some. Oh, why do they do the skewers to the head thing?
Oh,
Oh no, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't understand it. Ugh. But yeah, you got all sorts of fun stuff on there.
yeah. Tara Zep, who made her LPW debut last month, she was on that show.
Yes, yeah. The chain wrestling's up there right now, and I think the Planet Slam at Janet is also up as well. I don't know. I don't quote me. I think that's the only two, plus the clandestine wrestling show, which had Stephen Crow beating Taryn from accounting for the Salvation Championship.
Yeah, you are correct, my friend.
So I think that's it right now, but I think we're going to have more popping up in the future.
Yeah, so just got to stay tuned for that.
I don't know. Does that mean that the Twitch stream is going away?
We will have to confirm with the big boss, but I think that's what's happening.
We're just going to go live on IWTV.
I think so. I think that's what's going to go.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll miss dropping Twitch emojis in the chat, but it'll actually be easier for me.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would watch LPW on the big screen, and then I would have my phone open with LPW so I could do it in the chat.
Mm.
So now I can just tweet about the show and watch it. So
hell yeah.
So we'll make all right.
Okay, you're going to queue up the next one. I am going to find another tidbit to share with our incredible viewers. And how about this little bad boy right here coming up? GCW January 12th at No Compadre. Maki Ito and Bussy taking on Deathmatch Royalty. You got Matt Cardona, Steph DeLander, and Broski Jimmy.
Yeah.
So
the cutest Bussy in the world.
And if I'm not mistaken, I hope they make a shirt that says that now.
If you're watching, that's the move, Effie.
Yeah,
Ali
I might have to tweet that out after. If I'm not mistaken, Gringo Loco versus Ali is on this card as well.
Oh, yes. Which is this is January 12th?
January 12th.
Yeah, then it's
in
definitely
Chicago. So that's going to be a must-see TV. And I'll throw in another tidbit for you just to
all right.
give
I'm
you a
almost
chance.
there, but go ahead.
Okay. Boom, Wrestling Revolver, Saturday, February 17th, Grand Prairie, Texas. Speedball Mike Bailey is going to be there. So that is awesome. That'll be a lot of fun. Wrestling Revolver shows are a great time. So definitely check that out. Look at that picture.
Oh, heck yeah.
They are
heck yeah. That looks like it's going to be a fun show.
I think so. I think it'll be a doozy. Might have another tidbit from a couple of wrestlers announced for that show in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So the next match we are watching is Jasmine Allure versus Taylor Rising from LPW 17. Violence. And you and I had a bet on this one, and I lost.
Mm-hmm. And
so,
I mean, I enjoyed this because I got the chance to talk to Jasmine for the LPW show, and it was great being able to sit down with her.
Oh my gosh, I think I am screwing this up.
Yeah, you got to hit play.
I did hit play.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, it keeps on. All right, we'll figure this out. Keep on chatting. We'll figure it out.
Jasmine was great getting to talk to her. Just like an incredibly talented wrestler. She was on ROH, the Final Battle show earlier. I guess that's last week. Trying trying to remember who she faced off with. Was that Taya Valkyrie? So I think that's who it was. So that was great for her. And I think she got in a match with ROH as well at the taping. So just excited to see her get those opportunities. I mean, coming up to LPW, defending her championship. That was great. It just overall great experience.
I can't get it to give me some sound here. What the heck is going on? Give me a second. Let's do this.
No problem.
We'll do
it's because it's muted.
I know. I'm trying to unmute it, but my screen is being weird. There we go. It keeps like kicking it to a different tab. There we go.
It's because you have 48 tabs open.
No, it's just like every second when it's in full screen and I clicked on a tab, it would go to a quality report. There we go. There we go.
Quality control.
Yeah, I got to talk to Taylor Rising for this show. So that's why we had a little personal rivalry going on for this match. Because, and I lost. But that's right. This match ruled, though.
It did. This was a lot of fun.
She's been all over in her 3 years.
This was for the. I'm trying to remember what this title was.
She won that championship.
It was for, I'll tell you right away.
I thought it was the New Texas Pro.
No, it's give me 1 sec. I will tell you.
Jasmine Allure not exactly brimming with respect for her opponents, but nonetheless, a special added bonus attraction.
Oh, here it goes.
It was the GCWA Women's Championship. And GCWA is the Gulf Coast Wrestling Alliance.
Oh, he's coming in to yell at us, fam.
Here, I'll add Mr. Big Bad Boris. There we go. Hello, Boris.
Hello.
Can you hear me, gentlemen?
Yes. Happy Festivus.
I'm not here to yell at you at all, actually. Quite the opposite. I just wanted to pop in and say, a couple of minutes ago, Pluggo, you were asking why people love you guys so much. And I just wanted to say, I've been in the wrestling business for a long time, 2 decades, and there are a lot of people in the wrestling business who are not the nicest people, not the friendliest people, not the most generous people looking out for themselves. You guys have always been, since I've known you guys, been super cool. You're obviously big fans. You care about the business. You care about other people. You care about the success of the company and all the talent. And when good people are good people, they come across as good people, and that's why people like you guys.
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
That's
Boris. You're making me cry. You're making me cry on Festivus.
No, just that. Oh, I got the. I don't know if you can see that. I got the. Dug out the Festivus shirt. But yeah, no, just I like you guys. You guys have always been cool, and I don't know if we'll ever get a chance to meet face to face, but I hope we do one day.
That's on me. I got to get that.
Well, I mean, it's not the easiest thing. Plane tickets are expensive, and taking time off work. And
I'll have to get up there. I do have to get up. That's the goal. One of these times, he'll make it happen. But no, we love you. And then that's what Blair. That's why working with Blair, working with JPJ. That was always the goal. Was like, why just get ourselves over? Let's get everybody over in this thing. It only helps the business if we all grow.
Now, which event is this? They all blend
17
together for me after a while. This is 17.
Violent.
This is Taylor Rising and Jasmine Allure. I see ladders in the background.
This was the three stages of hell.
3 stages of hell. Okay, yeah, that was it. I got to give Zoe a lot of props for that. She broke her nose like in the first couple of minutes of that. She went through that whole thing, obviously in a lot of pain. And I don't know how people do things like that. I stubbed my toe and I'm like, I'm out for a week. So props to Zoe for that.
Yeah, no.
I bent over to pull up my pants one time and I threw up my back. So I mean,
has anybody ever sneezed and pulled like a neck muscle and then you're just done?
No, but I strained my Achilles sleeping. That's a true story.
Thank you, Bay. Bay's in the house saying good guys indeed. Yeah, dude, we're curmudgeonly old men at this point, just talking about wrestling. Going, these guys are crazy.
Yeah, Speaking of good guys, look at the Fitz. Look at the Fitz. What a legend. The Fitz is a guy I've known for my entire run, and he's a great, amazing referee, one of the best ever. He really helped me through my match I had with Andy Anderson, and just the best guy, the best stories. Yeah, great dude. Great dude.
Yeah, we were just talking about Stuart Garvey, your reigning LPW Referee of the Year. Do you think his title comes to an end this year?
He's got campaign posts. He had campaign posters printed up for the last show. He's pushing hard again.
Jeez. And we had talked about it earlier in the show before you popped in. We were watching Son of Irish versus Gigi Ray at LPW 18, and we had said that he's definitely got to be in the discussion for Wrestler of the Year. Who is your LPW Wrestler of the Year in 2023?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on the spot now that you said nice things. Now I'm going to grill you.
I'd have to go with Zoe. My knee-jerk first reaction in your head is I have to go with Zoe.
That's not a bad call. I think that she's held the title for pretty much the entire year. She had match after match after match.
She defended against, very, very high level of
Judas Icarus, Travis Williams, MRB, Sebastian Wolf, which we're going to watch here next. Gigi Ray. Yeah, I think you're right. It would be shocking if she didn't win.
Also, I think the Planet Slam at Janet's been added to IWTV. That's up there now. I believe went up yesterday. So things are. I got confused. I was looking through the catalog and I clicked on Live Pro Wrestling instead of Love Pro Wrestling, and there was 30 shows, and I'm like, none of these are our shows. And I looked at
You're like, I don't remember calling these matches.
Yeah. I will say the mobile app on Apple TV is terrible for searching stuff.
Dude. I don't understand it. Like IWTV is some applications that work super smooth, super clean, and then others they got some work to do. So, I mean, but overall, it's a great product, and I love having it. Sometimes I can't stream really well from the phone opposed to the laptop, but then the laptop from the iPad. So, but we make it work. My TV my Fire Stick TV app is flawless.
Yeah, most of the time I just have the laptop plugged into the TV, but I also have the Fire TV upstairs in the bedroom. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm in the middle of the. Sorry,
I was gonna say I know that you mentioned it a little bit on Thursday, but we had 15 people in and out, and it was hectic. Tell us again? How does that feel to know that you are now on IWTV?
It's pretty cool. I'll tell you a quick little story. Hopefully this is cool to tell, but the Infinity Gauntlet, the MRB Infinity Gauntlet, he did the entire 8 hours. I commentated the entire 8 hours, but this microphone for the live stream didn't work very well, so you couldn't hear anything I was saying on the live stream. And then we had it backed up and recorded on a Zoom like we do at the regular shows, because I was told that it was going to go up on IWTV, and I was excited, to be a part of IWTV. And the great guys over at WrestleCore, they edited it down to, I forget, maybe 20 minutes or half an hour, just kind of hit the high points, but they didn't use any commentary, so I felt kind of silly for screaming into a microphone for 8 hours for nothing. But now that's all been made up for because we're up on IWTV. I don't know. It's a product that I really believe in, and a streaming service I really like, and getting a chance to kind of be worldwide and get advertisement from those guys. Every show that's going to go up and every show that's live is exciting.
That's awesome. I joked. I don't know if the intermissions are going to make it, but I'm officially on IWTV. We are, Blair.
There's discussions. There's different people have different theories of what we should do, and I probably have said too much there too.
That's fine. You were told that you can't get fired for spilling the tea. Spencer gave you the pass.
Carte blanche. Intermissions are good for shows like indie shows like ours, for people stretching their legs, getting food, getting drinks, getting merch. The TV product may be a little bit different, but we'll see what they decide, and whatever they decide. It's also good for me because I drink energy drinks and I drink a lot of water, and I need that sometimes if you watch, I don't know if, well, you can't see it, but like as soon as they go to intermission, you can see me literally throw my headphones. And Blair, you've been at the building. I like throw my headphones down and I run up the stairs and out the door because by the time that intermission comes around, I gotta go. I don't know how Michael Cole calls like a 6-hour WrestleMania and just goes straight through. I don't know how they do that.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it
Because I do like an hour and a half, and I'm like, I gotta pee so bad.
Yeah, because I've been to the live WWE events, and they don't leave that commentary table even during like a break. So maybe who knows what they do? Maybe Michael Cole's peeing in his suit.
Yeah, there might be a bucket underneath there.
Just like one of those like at the golf course, you've seen them that like they look like golf clubs that you pee in. I've never done it, but I've seen they're like gag gifts. He's like, cover me, Corey. I gotta go.
I'm on the tail end of the GCW holiday special. I'm just finishing that up. It's been a fun show. I'm enjoying Broski. Jimmy Lloyd is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Good to see Mike Santana. Somebody had a I forget. I think it was Dave Prazak. We need Santana Jackson, Mike Santana, and Mike Jackson all in one match together for the Commentator Nightmare.
Oh.
I'm up for the task, but it'd be hard. I tried to get Dave Prazak on the podcast because I'd like to pick his brain, but he didn't answer any of my tweets. So, whatever.
Uh-oh. Dave Prazak, if you're watching, let's go.
I want to talk to you, bro.
Yeah, come on, Dave.
He's been around a long time and called a lot of high-profile shows. He called Ring of Honor for years. So.
Dave's not here, man.
Is that an El Dandy shirt?
Yeah, it's my Bret Hart El Dandy shirt.
Oh, that's fantastic. Tremendous. Oh, yeah, F the Dodgers, by the way.
That to you?
I'm effing mad about that.
They spent $1 billion on 3 people.
Must be nice.
I have a soft spot for the Dodgers because that's the first major league park that I ever visited. I'm on like a trek to do all 30 before I die. I've been to, I think, 12, and that was the first one. So I've always had a soft spot for them, but
Yeah, but they're just like, we're just going to spend more money than anybody's ever seen in their lives. I think Spencer tweeted out. He tweeted out a picture of Shohei Ohtani, and he's like, I did half cash, half credit for a McDouble the other day. The Dodgers are like, here's $1.2 billion for 3 baseball players.
a little bit of disparity there, but whatever.
Although, and then I also saw somebody had tweeted at Sean Ross Sapp. It's going to be somebody just tweeted it and Sean Ross Sapp retweeted it. So I don't want to steal credit. I don't know who it was, but they were like, the Dodgers are going to go 130-32 and lose in the wild card round to the Reds, the 86-win Reds. So don't worry. They're going to have a killer regular season. They're going to get to the postseason and blow it in the 5-gamer.
That's what, I mean, the Angels had Ohtani and Trout for years, and they didn't really do much. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe we could still get Cody Bellinger. Baseball.
Bebe's saying he always gets an aisle seat at a wrestling show. Aisle seats are always key for me because I'm a big guy. So I like to try to not be in the middle where I have to be like, excuse me, because I got to go pee.
Bad plug up.
I try to as well. It's just a comfort thing.
This match was so good. Mm-hmm. Can we have them back, please, LPW?
Yeah, this was for a title too. I can't remember which one it was though.
The Gulf Coast Wrestling Association Alliance.
I hope I said that properly.
The DCWA.
I was waiting for you to say it early in the match, but I missed it or you didn't say it because I was.
I'm sure I must have because I know we published that it was a title match and she had the title, so I'm sure I wrote it in my little notebook of doom.
But yeah, Baby was referring to the bathroom breaks. Yeah, same. I'm the same. Like when I go to Warrior, I'm like the way they have it set up. There's stairs. I try to sit right by the stairs so I can just zip out and go to the bathroom. Yeah. Because Warrior's one of those that doesn't do an intermission. So you have to kind of like as soon as one match ends, you got to hustle to the bathroom and hustle back.
In this day and age, how do you run an indie show and not have an intermission?
Yeah, they just go boom, 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 boom.
I feel like you need to.
All right. And then while Jasmine Allure wins, so we're going to queue up the next one, which you just mentioned it, Boris.
So you do that. You look for that. I'm going to throw up another little
You're
tidbit.
gonna throw up? Are you okay, bro?
I'm okay.
He
I'm
works
okay.
he works with me. He's not okay.
Yeah, just
I need a better camera. I look like just pasty, washed out death. It's just like my girlfriend's laptop because I can't even get StreamYard to work on my laptop. I have one Windows 8.1 on my laptop. It's so old. I just don't have money to get a new one, so I run off my girlfriend's, and yeah, it's and my Jim Cornette picture's gone.
Oh no, we're gonna watch.
She decorated for Christmas, and Jimmy's gone.
We're gonna watch Zoe Sager versus Sebastian Wolf because you
sounds
said
good.
it.
You cue that up, and I'm just going to drop this little bad boy. Boom! Take a look at that. I told you there was another one for the Wrestler Revolver show, and we're going to get Alex Zane and Lance Archer teaming up there, so that'll be a lot of fun.
I was actually just thinking the other day, I haven't seen Alex Zane in a while.
I think he did the World Tag League over for New Japan.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay.
Yeah, and then now he should be back if I'm not mistaken. So there's that one. Pluggo, you still need a minute or two? Oh, you can take another.
All right. Here
Because I'm going to drop this one as well. We also got this bad boy, Bangin' Matthews at Courage Pro Wrestling in Hamilton, February 11th.
There you go.
Yeah,
Too bad they had to change their name. I mean, I get it, but
You know, we had joked on this that they should change it to other things that are in that realm just to keep it going.
I had an idea too. I forgot.
But here, I think I got it.
Is
it showing?
It's showing. That Courage Pro show also has Silesia Sparks, Aiden Prince, and I think Zachary Wentz, if I'm not mistaken. So.
On that GCW show, they were making Christmas song puns on commentary, and I almost wish we had a Christmas show because I had a good pun talking about Santa Claus. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
He sees you when you sleeper. He knows when you eye rake. That's pretty good. Right? That's okay.
That's pretty good. Speaking of Christmas songs, I just tweeted it out, but the one where they're like, from kids from 1 to 92, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Anybody 93 and older, suck it.
Yeah, F you, pal.
F you, old people. Baby saying 46, when you got to go, you got to go. Yeah, you got to go, you got to go. I'm not going to hold it. I'm not going to sit there and hold it.
Yeah, there's been some close calls at those.
So this was another match real quick while we set the stage. This was LPW 15. Vulgar display of powerbomb. This was one where it was like Zoe might have bit off more than she could chew here with Sebastian Wolf. He's a monster.
I thought this was the one where it was over, but I felt dumb afterwards for even thinking that.
Then she's got her muscle right there. Reed the Thickness Matthews. Or is it the Thickness Reed Matthews, or does he?
Thickness Reed
It is the Thickness Reed Matthews, and I don't want to break the kayfabe, but great guy, hell of a guy, Reed Matthews.
Oh, super nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Thursday.
Scumbag of the universe, F him, but great guy.
He was on Thursday night for the first time. We've always wanted to have him on, but he popped in for the Christmas party, and we were like, I went over to his stream.
Did I miss Reed? Oh.
You did. He popped on at the end, and I was like, "We got to get you on proper, man. That can't be your run and only appearance where you just popped in."
Beautiful shotgun drop kick.
Oh, and you said it. Possibly your LPW Wrestler of the Year, and probably rightfully so, without a doubt. I mean, she got shouted out by Bret Hart this year. She's really put herself on the map. She was number 67 in the PWI Women's 250.
Yeah, I was really excited that she was so high on that list. I mean, a lot of people don't necessarily put a lot of credence in that list, but it's still pretty cool stuff, you know?
Yeah. No, I love that list. And when I saw that, I was like, perfect, because I do bracket style matchups, like a March Madness tournament with the top 68. With the playing games and everything, so she made it in. It's nice to see an LPW participant in the mix.
Yeah,
I mean, Nicole. Yeah, she made it out of the first round. Unfortunately, she made it out of the play-in round. Unfortunately, she's up against Rhea Ripley right now. So,
Zoe's gonna win.
So if you want Zoe to win, you got to vote. You got to get your votes in over there on my Facebook page.
I'm going to pardon myself just for 1 minute, gentlemen.
But
I shall return.
But yeah, Nicole Matthews made the list, who's an LPW alum. We had Jody Threat,
Liza Hall,
Taryn from accounting made that list.
the third beard.
The third beard officially. It was a good year for us at LPW.
Definitely.
And
And I have no doubt that 2024 will be even bigger, and I'm very excited for it. I mean, kicking things off with two incredible shows with the Oil Rumble and LPW 22 with the debut of Billy Starks, Big Billy Starks.
Yeah.
My morning coffee.
There you go. Is that Steel Reserve?
It is sugar-free Rockstar.
Hey,
I don't do coffee. Not a coffee guy. Coffee, I don't know how you guys do that.
that's what we were talking about earlier. I did a Ghost.
I've only ever had one cup of coffee in my life, and that was like
And it was
20
hard.
plus years ago. Yeah.
Did you see that? How easy Sebastian Wolf just picked up Zoe Sager a minute ago and then just threw her down? Crazy. Mrs. Pluggo's in the house. My one and only true love, the love of my life, the apple of my eye. Even though earlier when I was coming downstairs, I was picking on her while she was cleaning, and she was getting mad because she was in the zone.
Now,
Yeah,
Pluggo, you and I are friends on Facebook. And,
Yes.
and I saw pictures of you and Mrs. Pluggo, and I'm like, oh, Pluggo's like me. He's hitting way above his average. That's quite
Yes.
the looker you got there. I got one too. I was like, yeah, I don't know how we did it, but
Thank you.
fist bump. I fist bumped the microphone.
I've told this story a couple times. I'll tell you guys. So, yes, without a doubt, everybody and their mother goes, "Is that your wife?" And I go, "Yeah." And they go, "Good for you, dude. Good for you." Nobody does that to her though. Nobody goes, "That's your husband?"
Yeah.
Hell yeah, good for you. But fun fact, we had Warren on one of the times we had him on Beards. And Mrs. Pluggo came downstairs to give me something, and she always pops in pre-stream and says hi. And Warren Hayes goes, "Is that your wife?" And I went, "Yeah." He goes, do you have money?" I was like, "No, I'm broke." He goes, "That's your wife for real?" And I go, "Yeah, Warren, who do you think it would be?" And he goes, "Good for you, man. Way to go."
Oh,
I said, "Well, I do what I can."
It's like the most
I don't know what-
backhanded compliment ever. It's like, thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, "Thanks, guys." Yeah. I mean, Mrs. Grainmaker has that problem too, where they're probably like, "What are you doing with Blair?"
yeah, 100%.
We outkicked our coverage, fellas. What can we say?
I question why she's with me too. So
I've never seen Mrs. Grainmaker. Whip it out.
She makes that. I only whip it out on full exposure after dark. So
Ooh.
Oh, here's how outkicked my coverage I have. If she ever leaves me, I'll be like, "You know what? We had a good run." This one,
just pack it in.
you're like, I'm gonna be sad, but like, I get it. She figured it out. She woke up and realized.
Pluggo's gonna go to Amsterdam 4 times a year. She's trying that Z Factor. She wants it bad. She's gone for like 3 times, but
Buckle bomb.
ever since Sting, Buckle
Oh,
Bomb
that
makes me
spear.
go, oh, yeah.
Yeah, ever since Seth ruined Sting's neck.
Stang.
Ever
We have
since
no official. I
ever
heard
since
myself
Seth,
say that.
ever since Seth did the buckle bomb to Sting and they had that injury, and then ever since Seth messed up his knee trying to do the power bomb to Kane with the buckle, those two moves, I'm like, oh, I don't want to. Please go well. Oh, there's Reed swinging wildly like he's Shohei Ohtani.
Another massive spear.
You have to mention Shohei Ohtani in the next LPW matches you call. Boris.
I did say, what was that thing we were talking about that one time?
Oh,
I
the
said it-
TNA, the old TNA slogan.
Oh yeah, I said it for you guys like 4 times, and I was
Yeah,
expecting Twitter
we
direct
mentioned-
messages from. Oh, did you? Because I
Yeah.
was expecting like Twitter DMs, and I didn't get them, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll say it again. But,
No, I think we said it in the chat. I was like, he said the thing. He said the thing. I should have
love what I
DM'd you
do.
though.
I love
What
I
was
do.
it?
I'm
What
lucky.
was that phrase though? What was it? Oh my gosh. It was
It wasn't crossing the line. It was something else.
something about the line.
Oh,
TNA. It was the old TNA wrestling. We skirt the line.
yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Oh, look at Pat. Look at Fitzpatrick. My God. Great finish. Great.
Zoe manages to get it done. We've got one more match if we want to do it. I know we're getting close. You want to watch one more?
Yeah, let's do one more. And
All
while
right,
you do that up,
all right, you cue that up, and you guys chat some tidbits.
I'll throw
some
up the
tiddo
last tidbit.
bitties.
He's going to throw up again.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up again. Now, I'm sure we will preview this entire card. There's been a few matches already announced, but this one got dropped earlier this week. So some Tokyo Joshi Pro going to be at MLW with Mocha Miyamoto versus now Kakuda. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited for this. I will always butcher these names. I apologize.
I believe Tokyo Joshi Pro is going to be a part of the collective this year as well. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah.
I heard that as well.
Add MLW to my rounds because they've been doing some good stuff lately, and I think they're on Fight, are they not? Or Triller or whatever
they are up on
Triller now. Is what was I gonna say? I can't speak. Is that the show that Riddle's gonna be on as well?
Yeah, he's facing off with Jacob Fatu.
So there will be quite a bit of eyes on that. So I'm excited for that.
Still fighting the bloodline.
He's still fighting the bloodline.
He'll never get out of that.
All right. That did not do it the way I had hoped. All right. Keep talking.
You're still trying to get it going, eh?
Well, what happened? The other matches, as soon as I clicked on the playlist, it popped right up. This one did not, so I had to go a different route. So there we go. I've got it now, but keep chatting as I'm
curious to see what this next match is.
It is from LPW 14.
Oh Lord, which one was that?
the not the blue app. It's Jared Rogers versus Reed Matthews.
Young Jared Rogers,
the wily veteran.
I could tell a funny story about Jared Rogers too, if you like, real quick.
Sure. Yes, please. We love our.
After we did the outdoor event at the Sherwood Park Crusaders game this past September again. And after that, my lovely girlfriend threw me a surprise birthday party. So a bunch of the crew came to my house after that event, and we decided to plug in the old PWA hard drives that I have, and we were watching some old PWA footage, and Jared Rogers and Stuart Garvey were like looking for themselves in the crowd when they were like 14 and marking out when they saw themselves in the crowd, and it was just kind of fun. I guess you had to be there. Hell of a party, though.
Sorry, I was trying to get this queued up, but there. What was this event called again?
Was this the blue event?
This was
no, it wasn't.
I thought it was.
Was it?
The graphic was blue, so I figured it was the blue event.
I thought the blue event was like last year.
I will let you know. Yeah,
but
no, it was this past year. LPW 14.
Oh, Houston Moore, referee. Houston
sorry,
Moore.
Ma. There's a wrestling show.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, what do you want to see in 2024 for LPW, Boris? As you are the voice.
I want to see, as JR would say, I want to see an ass every 18 inches. I want to see some good numbers on IWTV. I want to have us continue to bring in some great Canadian talent, maybe branch into some favorites I have from the States, and good shows, and most importantly, everybody's safe and injury-free. And I'd like to see some of our talent take that next step and move on to doing some bigger indies and maybe put their names on papers, if you know what I'm saying.
That was
I want the best.
That was very political, very democratic. Now give me the real. What do you really want to see? Who you want to see?
Titties. I mean, I've got my favorite guys on the independents that I'd like to see, come in and
Who's
stuff
that?
like that. And, oh Lord, you're putting me on the spot now. I would love to see somebody like Blake Christian in an LPW ring.
Heck yeah.
I would like to see. I mean, let's be crazy and say things like Eddie Kingston and stuff like that. I know some of those guys are allowed to work indies. Guys like that. Some ladies. Always like to see the ladies. So much talented females in wrestling now. It's awesome.
Heck yeah. So this is the wily veteran, as dubbed by the Blair Pacheco, Jared Rogers. And that name, again, we've said it 1,000 times. If you're listening back at this, that is all out of love.
Yes.
He's so good.
He's a great
so
kid.
New.
He's a great kid.
You yelled at him on Curtain Jerked, though. When he goes, I don't know what the Spice... You did when he's like, I don't know who the Spice Girls are. And you're like, how old are you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, shit. I mean, you don't know the Spice Girls. What is this?
Great kid, but I yell at him all the time.
I would love to fast forward Jared Rogers' career 5 years and see what he's doing and see how good he's going to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then you don't get to enjoy the journey, Boris. Have you ever seen Click? If you fast forward through all the good stuff, you're just going to die without experiencing anything. There's a very sad, dark twist to that movie.
Is that the Adam Sandler remote control movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna go ahead and not watch that.
It's really
now.
emotional.
Referee Houston Moore is the son of Tex Gaines, the man that I managed to his only singles title in PWA history.
Oh.
I know that means nothing to anybody except for me, but still.
Yeah, I don't know what you just said there, but I'm glad that I love that for you.
He was dropping some wrestling like backstory,
some Alberta wrestling history.
He was dropping a tidbit.
I was basically putting myself over a little bit in a weird way.
That's fine. I don't have to put myself over. I have a hot wife.
Look at young Jared Rogers. He sling bladed him out of the ring.
Can we also just talk about for a second the fan base that Jared Rogers has is insane. Like in the Twitch chats during these shows, they all come in full force. They're always chanting Jared's name. Like, he's got himself quite a fan base for being so new in the game. But he's about to get just planted by the thickness.
Our venue looks really sharp on screen as well. I like our venue a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I say that a lot, and I don't even. I think I say it every month, and I don't say it just because we work here. But it is one of the best looking independent shows when you watch it.
Like Blair, when you got to the venue the first time after watching the shows on video, did the venue look like you thought it would? Like the size and just how it looked, or did it look smaller or bigger? Or...
It looks smaller on TV.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it looks bigger in person.
Yeah, the way they shoot it
is way high.
Mm-hmm. But it is a fantastic venue for wrestling.
Because if you're looking at it like that, it does kind of look like a smaller setup. But when they pan around to, because I've never been there, but when they pan around to do when you guys have brawls, it looks huge.
Yeah. And there's another level up behind us, and then there's like a ring of seats way up in the sky. I'd love for us to stick a GoPro up there because I think that angle would be really cool to see. But that's for Gavin and the technical folks to figure out.
Well,
triple treat box.
Dude, I could go for some za.
Hell yeah!
I'm having dip nuts later.
I'm gonna eat a hamburger as soon as we're done here. Thanks for letting me pop on, but I literally did just come in to say that why people like you guys is that's why people like you guys.
Oh well, we like you, Boris. And we love having you on. You're out with them. We're glad you stuck around, gave us some really fun insight and info. This is the last match we're watching. So if you want to stick it out with us, this is all we had for today. Like I said, we wanted to highlight, obviously we didn't want to put on all of our absolute favorites because a lot of those are 45 minutes long or 30 minutes long. So that would have took up most of the show. But we wanted to highlight some of our just favorite people like Jared Rogers and get to see Sebastian Wolf wrestle, Levi Knight, just get to see some fun little matches that were quick and probably get lost in the shuffle, but they're great matches on their own,
Mm-hmm. Just to shine some light on some of the other incredible matches that we've been able to watch throughout the year. So
Yeah, because I will say this, I don't ever. It's rare that you see a bad match in LPW or a match that you just left going, because everybody's working together to steal the show, man.
That's the thing. It's definitely a group that they all want to put on the best match possible, and you can tell that they're going out there with that mindset. So first match is they go out there and have an absolute banger. Whoever's coming to follow them, they're going to try to one up them, and
I love that we usually start the shows with that challenge title because that match is always awesome and it sets the tone, and everyone's like, "Well, we gotta follow it up." Look at the thickness, pummeling young Jared Rogers.
Mrs. Pluggo just texted me, said she was watching when you were talking about how I outkicked my coverage, and she said she would have commented, but she's driving. She knows that. She knows I'm the reacher in this relationship.
Well, here goes the thickness. Here goes the thickness. Oh, no water in the pool.
Are those gimmick jeans or are those real jeans, Boris?
Are they shoot jeans or working jeans? I think those are shoot jeans.
Because I always watch when Dean Ambrose, especially when Moxley was Ambrose in WWE and he wore jeans, I just felt like those had to be like tights, right? Tight material. Jeans. Are they stretchy jeans?
I think those were shoot jeans. I think that Orange Cassidy's got working jeans though.
Because I say I would split my pants.
Do you think Mox would not wear shoot jeans? Come on.
I'm just saying, there's got to be a different material to those things. Got to be a little stretch. Look at those things. I would be ripping them in half with my fat ass.
A solid pair of boot cut jeans.
Yeah, and he's got to fit the knee pads underneath him. I guess I could ask him. It's not like I don't have access to the thickness. But I figured maybe
today I'll find out and I'll get back to you.
Listen, are those shoot jeans or working jeans?
The internet wants to know. The thickness also bumped for me at the Saddle Dome, which makes him one of the greatest legends in the history of our sport.
Hell yeah. You taking a bump? Have you taken a bump?
He took a bump for me in the Battle Royal at the Saddle Dome before I got thrown out. He's like, we'll give you a little something. I'm like, thanks, dude. He didn't have to do that for me. So
I feel like I've asked you that before, but I can't remember. Have you ever had to go into the ring in an angle and take a bump?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had 10 matches. Most of them Battle Royal. My only one-on-one match was the aforementioned Andy Anderson match. I've had
That's right. Yes.
I've had a couple of tag matches, but mostly just Battle Royals when we needed extra bodies, and I would go out first.
Did you do the JBL like you're on commentary and you're like, oh, I guess I'm in?
No, I just was part of the crew. And yeah, the Saddle Dome, the first time we did the Saddle Dome at a Calgary Hitmen game, we did a Battle Royal, and they asked me if I wanted to be in it. And I was like, hell yeah. I'm a big Calgary Flames fan, and me getting a chance to get in the ring at the Saddle Dome was like a dream come true. Mm-hmm. And Reed's and I think I might have been even MRB who was putting it together if I pulled the curtain back too much. And they were like, we'll give you a little something. And Reed's like, yeah, just come off the ropes and give me the big tackle. I'll take the bump. I go to the ropes to celebrate because I'm the man. And then Jack Pride dumps me out. It was fantastic. It was one of the best days of my life. But no, only one-on-one match, but I've probably had 10, mostly just Battle Royals and stuff like that.
Boris enters the Rumble and just starts shooting on everyone. Dead weight, doesn't get thrown.
I was in PWA. PWA used to do a Rumble. We would do a New Year's Rumble every year to determine, the same. We basically stole the idea. Obviously, every indie does it. And one year to help set up that match with Andy Anderson, I was actually in the Rumble, and I hit a couple of. I think it was actually Reed again. I hit a couple of dusty elbows. And then I got heaved out. And I went over the top and I hit my hip on the apron and I thought I tore my butthole. I was terrified. Because it felt like I just shocked. Yeah, and I literally walked back behind the curtain and immediately stuck my hand down my shorts and I'm like, okay, no, I'm good. But I thought.
So what you're saying is Nia stole your gimmick because you yelled out, "Ow, my hole."
I didn't yell it out, but in my mind, I was like, I think I just tore my butthole. Wow, this whole show has taken a weird turn about me, and I apologize.
This is awesome.
Big respect for Reed Matthews. He didn't have to take a bump for a fucking freaking commentator, but he did it anyway. Great guy.
He's a guy that when we do our preview for LPW 22 and the Oil Rumble, if we said who we're looking out for in 2024, I'd like to see him get a push And then LPW maybe gets, into that challenge champion mix, or hell, the LPW championship mix. I mean, the guy is so good, and he spent pretty much 2023 doing the work for Zoe. I'd like to see him get his shine.
Oh, who's a Nagi? You're a Nagi. Thunderous.
Look at him skirt the line.
Yeah, going back, because I don't go back and watch stuff very often, but when I do, I'm like, man, we got a good product.
Yeah, that's why it's on IWTV now, and it's gonna start. You guys are gonna have to move out of the rec room and get a bigger arena soon. You're gonna have to run at Rogers Place all the time.
I never understood like the yellow and pink ropes, but I mean, I'm used to it now. But the first time I saw the ring, I'm like, that's a nice ring, but I don't understand that color scheme. But
it pops.
It does. I think white ropes would pop just as much, but I mean, now it's kind of our thing, and I'm used to it. But at first, I was like, odd color choice, but not my company.
Well, let's see how this plays.
All right, let's shoot on Spencer now. Like, what have you ever just been like? These ropes, what are you doing? Do you have a fight about it?
No, again, it's not my company, so I and it's fine. It's not.
You ever put your foot down, Boris? You ever yell at Spencer backstage?
I'm happy to be a part of the team. I'm not really on like somebody was asking me, are you like on the inside on the text with the booking meeting and stuff? And no, I'm not. I find out about stuff a lot of times the same time that you guys do. Sometimes I'll get a heads up from Spencer. I'll get a heads up from MRB. But most of the time I find out about stuff the same time you guys do. I'm not in the booking meetings or anything. I just do my thing.
Heck yeah. Well, after a couple technical difficulties, we survived it. We made it through. We figured it out, because I had tried to be proactive and have every tab ready to go so I could just switch to the next, but having all those tabs open on my laptop, they were like, you ain't running this show. What are you doing?
Are you running Windows 8.1?
I don't know what we're running.
Windows 95.
Yeah, dude.
He's got to put in the floppy disks for each match.
It's like, give me a second, guys.
I love the save icon is still like a floppy disk, and like kids that are my kids' age are like, what is that? I'm like, it's a disc. Read a book.
Rotary phone. We're just going to sound old now. Rotary phones, compact discs, VHSs.
I had a beta. That's how old I am. We had a beta.
Remember when you used to get the AOL like discs for your internet, and it had like 6 free hours of internet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember when the first of my friends to get the internet, because his dad was doing business and stuff, he had AOL, and we went on there, and there was a WWF chat, and that was the greatest time, because we would just do that for hours.
WCW used to do audio.
Trivia.
WCW used to do audio-only broadcasts of the pay-per-views.
Yeah, they did a few.
Like, that's the gig I want. I want to be the radio guy. I think that'd be fun.
You could call the hotline. Gene Okerlund give you the scoop. That was always interesting. First minute's free, then you had to pay. So they gave you nothing in the first minute.
The hardcore hotline.
This is what happened.
Volume 2.
We are old. Our audience is like, what are you talking about?
Find out which WWF superstar or which former superstar is going to make their debut, and you're thinking it's going to be like Shawn Michaels, and not.
That's not Shawn Michaels.
Oh, it's Marty Jannetty.
There should be a guy named not Shawn Michaels.
Fake Diesel and fake Razor, fake Shawn Michaels.
I still can't believe that really happened. Who thought that was a good idea? I know we're taking the segue down. WrestleMania 2 was on a Monday, by the way.
You tweeted that.
And I thought to myself, it was funny because I like scienced it in my head for a minute, and I fell through. I'm like, who the hell's going to sit down and watch all that wrestling on a Monday? And then I was like, wait a minute, that's what we've been doing for 20, 30 years. I think they should revisit. I know it's probably a logistical and numerical nightmare, or like dollar value nightmare, but they should revisit that for a WrestleMania and do it in 3 different locations. I mean, if they pulled it off back then with the technology we have now, I think it'd be a lot easier. Obviously, it'd be a bit of a logistical nightmare running, 3 big shows like that and paying for it. But I think they should revisit that. I've thought that for years.
Now, are you thinking 3 shows at the same time, or like do at one place from like 1 to 3, 3 to 5 somewhere else, and 5 to 7?
Yeah, like that. Like they did at WrestleMania 2. Do the first hour in one place, second hour the other place.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a cool idea.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I
I
thought
don't know how you pull that off. I mean, they pulled it off, but then you wouldn't have Michael Cole commentating on all the matches. You'd have to have like Mike Adelaide come in for Boris could come in for a
You
while.
picked Mike Adamley over me?
No.
Did I tell you guys the dream I had?
No. Yes.
Yes.
The Raw dream?
Mhm.
I did, okay, because I was thinking about it at work the other day, and I was mortified all over again. I was like, how did I blow my big chance? Booker T walked out on me. I was so bad.
The fact that,
quack.
yeah, the fact that you didn't walk out on Booker T, who's not a great commentator.
At least he talked. I did
Yeah.
not shuck, duck, or quack.
Well, that's a great way to call this a wonderful another episode. Boris,
Can I tell you one more quick dream I had?
you can.
I had a dream for some reason. MRB was practicing moonsaults to the floor off the top. And he's like, okay, I'm going to practice these. You're going to catch me. So the first one he did, I was ready. And he, for some reason, jumped like 12 feet away from me. And I ran. I'm like, there's no way I was going to make it. And I ran over and he hit the ground and he blew his knee out.
Oh!
Before a show.
Oh,
and in my
no.
mind, I'm like, what does this dream mean? And I told
Well, if
him, and
MRB
he's like,
does a moonsault from the top rope to the floor, I'm going to be cringing. the
and
whole
I
time.
told him this dream, and he's like, way to catch me, dick. And I was like, come on.
Yeah, way to go, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll shut up now. I feel like I kind of took over a little bit. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's what we love. I love the little tidbits that Blair gives and that you give. I got no tidbits today. I just talk about how my kids are crazy.
You got a hot wife, though. Hey, who's that
I got a
autograph right over your right shoulder there?
That is the one, the only Heath Slater.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Him last year,
You have
and
all kinds of stuff back there. That's cool. I don't have anything.
I got Samoa Joe, and I just got a Samoa Joe right there. Yeah, he came to a wrestling event right down the street from my house, and I was like, I gotta go see Slater. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
I'm not a big collector. I wish I was. I don't really have much.
It looks like I am, but to be honest, I mean, granted, you go up, there's more.
Oh shit,
but-
dude.
It looks like I am, and I am.
And I am. But a lot of this stuff I get on really nice deals. Like those championship belts they're the toy replicas that we found on the clearance rack. They're not real.
But they look good on the camera. You know?
And then like the Slim Jim container, I got that I worked at a grocery store and they had those on display. And me and my boss were huge wrestling fans. And he's like, here, you can have one. And I'm taking the other one. And I was like, hell yeah.
Is that Danhausen above your left shoulder beside that blue title?
Danhausen's coffee. Yeah, I bought me a Danhausen.
He's got coffee. Okay.
He's got a coffee, so I had to grab some. I haven't had it yet, but it smells good. Just some odds and ends. And then my Warrior wrestling posters when I go to Warrior, and Funko Pops that people buy. Like I said, I get toys for Christmas and holidays. Like I'm a child.
Hey, that's cool, man. That's what I was for.
Yeah. So I get more stuff than my kids do at that point in terms of toys. But
Blair's got like his dishes he's got to do behind him.
No, those are plants from Mrs. Grainmaker, but I do have a Mrs. Grainmaker picked up a Kevin Nash action figure for me the other day.
Big sexy.
I was having a rough go, so she picked that up for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
So just to
basically what happened was this setup became a thing and it's becoming overcrowded. I had to get a third shelf because we were starting to get so much more traction on beards, and my background used to be just a white wall that had like a written sign that said "Hi, Mom," and then it said Team Hook, and that was it. And Mrs. Pluggo was like, "You're getting bigger guests. You guys are becoming more. You need to step it up." So she actually redid all of this for me. So she's not only hot, she's amazing. So
she's hot amazing.
Hot amazing.
Hashtag hot amazing.
Hot amazing Mrs. Pluggo. So without her, none of this is possible. But yeah, she hooked me up with all this stuff. She didn't buy all of it. I buy some of it, but yeah, she did the setup. It needs reorganized because I just keep adding to it. But anyway, we could talk about that for hours. Why don't we do this? We are in overtime.
We are.
So Boris, tell the fine people where they can find you, and we will get everybody out of here to enjoy their Christmas weekend.
You can find me on the Twitter machine at BB Boris, as you can see right. Oh, I never know how to do this.
Right there. There you go.
And I'm on the Instagram at BB Boris #1. And of course, you can find LPW now on IWTV. So go over there, subscribe, and check out all. There's so much stuff. And we're back in action January, I believe 21st is the Oil Rumble, and then the last Friday of January, whatever day that or whatever date that is
26th.
I am so bad at this. We are back for our regular live event, our first streaming live event on IWTV. Feeling 22 or whatever the fuck it is, something Taylor Swifty. I don't know.
Hey, don't Taylor. I'm a Swifty.
She's a marginally talented, skinny white girl, bro. I'm sorry. I'm going to be that guy.
I don't care. She's great.
But I'm a marginally talented, fat white guy. So you know what? I get it. And she made more money in that sentence I just said than I'll make in my entire life. So you know what? I shouldn't say nothing. More power to her.
Taylor is great. I will have no Taylor slander on For Exposure.
You know what? More power to her.
Pluggo, do you want me to go first? Or
Doesn't matter. You want to go, and then I go, and then we queue it up,
and then we'll queue it up.
Okay, so you want me to go?
I'll go, and then you go.
You'll go. Okay, got it.
Okay, so you can find me up at all social media, Grainmaker Wrestling Podcast. Just dropped a podcast with Spencer Love, and we just talked about
that guy.
Year in review of LPW. So how can you go wrong? So that's up there for Exposure every weekend with this gem, and it's a great time.
And sometimes this gem right here down there. Yeah.
So what about you, Pluggo?
Well, you can find me at Pluggo _ on the X on the Twitter machine, at Pluggo Loves Wrestling on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. That's right. Yeah. And then for every Thursday night, 8 p.m. with JPJ for Between Two Beards. This week we have the Beardy Awards, our year-end awards show that we do, the third annual. So if you want to tune into that, you'll want to vote. Go to our social media pages and vote early and vote often. I left it open so you can vote as many times as you want, honestly. Whoops. But that's it.
For one? Am I even up for one? I'm not up for an LPW award this year either, but there's no category. I guess.
Because you're the only one. No, there's no commentator of the year. Default champ. No, we didn't do commentator of the year. We should have. We should have. That's our mistake. Maybe next year. But you can do that at B2 Beards on all social media platforms. Go over there. We're going to promote the shit out of that this week. And that's where you find me with Blair on the weekends. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
That's all I got. Merry Christmas weekend to everybody. Be safe. Happy holidays. Enjoy it with your loved ones. And most importantly, be safe, be safe, be safe. Okay, now you can do the thing.
Okay. So for Boris, for Pluggo, you have been consensually exposed. Thank you very much for joining us. Peace in the streets.